Hey Virgo, it's me. Thanks for joining me. This is your astrology for June 2016. Now, there's a grand cross in the sky. It started to form on the 26th of May and it will last until the 27th to 28th of June. So it's going to be with you for the duration of the month. Okay? A grand cross is 4 squares connecting to make this big square, a big kind of diamond shape. And it gives you real motivation and it creates a lot of friction and movement. Okay, so this is going to be a busy, quick, energized month for you. It connects a real positive ability to take action and to really put the effort in. At the same time, it connects your desire and your love for your work that you've got right now. I really feel that even if you're in a job that you didn't see for yourself or that you don't want to be doing, there are times that you can really see the beauty and value in it. So that applies to anything. If you're doing your life purpose or if you're doing something that's just temporary, you'll be feeling very positive about it. And that's a great trick, because if you want to leave a job, you've got to love it and to let it go. If you say, I hate this job, that's very difficult to actually get out of that job. It also connects this desire and this romantic sense that you have for your romantic relationships at the moment, and the good times and the solidity and the stability you feel in your family situation. Okay, so there's a lot going on here, and it kind of works for you to blend into one. You can feel good, you can take practical action and do well at your work. Because of this desire to be in a relationship, you can put some work and effort into that to actually find it, and you can rely on your family members to support you and to give you a sense of peace and well-being. On the 2nd of June, a grand trine occurs in the chart, and again, this is a major aspect pattern. So both of these, the grand cross and the grand trine, these are like the major arcana in the tarot. These are big, heavy energy. They're not trivial little things, they're big. And a grand trine is an area of real ease and talent. It's in Earth, so it's in your element, so you're going to feel particularly powerful, at ease within yourself, able to create, and it's in place between the 2nd of June until the 7th of June. Again, it connects your ability to be proactive, productive, to feel like the world is a positive place to be. There's a real sense of optimism. The desire to travel, to explore, to broaden your horizons, both in your working life, in your education, but also traveling the world and expanding. And this desire to transform and change your romantic love situation. So what you can focus on really is your working life and embracing that, giving it a big hug, saying I love your work, and continuing to do what you're being asked to do. If you're asked to travel, then even better, you'll love that. And then through your work, through applying yourself, you will create love and romance in some other way. So whether it's just because you put the energy of work and being productive out there, that someone comes into your life, that you create that, or whether you extend that diligence and that hard work to finding another partner. So going to meetup groups or using online dating or whatever it is, or chatting up strangers on the street, I'm kidding. Whatever it is, there's a real potential for you to transform your romantic situation. That applies whether you're single or in a relationship. You can always transform it so that you feel there's more love in the situation. Okay, so remember, both of these are in place for a long time. The grand cross all month, the trine for the first week of June. So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of potential, and it's not the time to stay home. It's time to go out and engage with the world. On the 3rd of June, the moon is in Taurus, and it's at 20 degrees in your 9th house. Then it hops over your midheaven, which is the angle of work, and it hops over on the 4th, and it lands in Gemini in your 10th house. So basically, you will feel very comfortable understanding what you want to do in a practical sense to grow and to expand your work. And on the 4th, you will understand how you can actually, or how you can do that, and how you can get the information and what you need to learn to actually make things bigger. Okay, so you enjoy your job. That's really what I get. You've got Venus, the Sun, the moon and your midheaven all in your 10th house of career. So you're very much communicating with yourself about work. Your career is communicating with you, and there's a lot of stuff going on there. So I suppose it could go either way, although I really do feel that it's very positive. I really feel that you feel good about whatever job you're doing, and that's a great way to open things up and to get clear that maybe you don't want to always be in this job and there's something better out there for you, and discovering it that way. Or understanding that, yes, this job is what I want to do, and this is how I can expand it and grow it and make it even better. On the 5th of June, the new moon occurs in Gemini in your 10th. Gemini is one of your buddies, okay? Gemini is also ruled by Mercury, which is your ruler. And when Gemini energy is pulled into your 10th house of career, you particularly are going to be in a very good position to deal with that. The new moon pulls energy in, so new information about your work is being sucked into your life, okay? People who can't make sense of information won't be able to benefit from that, because it's like, oh, there's too much info, what am I going to do? You as a Virgo can break that down and say, this is useful, this isn't useful, I like that, I don't like that. So take the good out of that info that you're getting spiritually, through friends, through your colleagues. There's going to be a lot of info coming at you, all sides. Be open to that, listen, and make sense of it and say, okay, I'll do that. And that's really where the good luck factor comes in. And when you take actions based on that information, you can grow and improve your career. So there's you get a 10 out of 10 for career this month, and also a 10 out of 10 for the potential to grow it, expand it, and transform it. On the 7th, the moon goes into Cancer, and that's in your 11th house. The moon, what makes you feel nurtured and at ease. You feel, I believe, taken care of by the people in your life, and also you feel like life has been good to you. That's a big thing. I mean, to sit back and to say, wow, my life loves me, it's taking care of me, it's helping me achieve my dreams, and I feel good. This is a great day to give thanks, to devote yourself to your higher power, to God, to give thanks for all the good things in your life, and to have like a little Thanksgiving celebration, whether it's out in the garden or in your house, or just taking a moment and saying, thank you, Lord, for my life and for making it so good. There's so much power in that tiny little thing. If you start to thank the universe for the good things it gives you, it will throw things at you, because it likes people who say thank you. So try that and see what other good things come in. On the 9th of June, there's a yod in your chart, which is also known as the finger of God. It connects this spiritual fire that you're feeling at the moment, which is really where all transformation comes from. It touches on Pluto in your 5th and Neptune, oh wow, Neptune in Pisces in your 7th. So manifest your heart's desire when it comes to relationships on this day. Focus, see what it is you want. You know, a man who's warm and caring and handsome and supportive and devoted to me and all of those things, and really focus on what it is you want and plant that seed in the universe. And because you're so spiritually connected, that is the thing that you can create now. The thank you, the transformative ability, all of these things are kind of clicking into place to allow you to work at making that the next victory, the next success in your life. If you're in a relationship, manifest what you want it to be. If you're single, manifest who you want in your life. In the 12 steps, they say that people are powerless over people, places, and things. You can't change that. You can't change another person. But in spiritual truth, if you visualize what you want, the reality you want to create, then you can inspire other people to change themselves. You can inspire places to be blessed with investment. Prayer, manifestation, it works. Also on the 9th of June, the Sun starts to conjunct Venus in your 10th house. So the Sun and Venus, they're both at 19 degrees in Gemini in your sector of career. 1 and 9 is 10. 10 reduces to 1 in numerology. It's about new beginnings, creation, leadership. Love and identity. You love your identity when it comes to work. You're getting through to another place, and by applying yourself to your work, by giving your all, this is the day when you can really create something amazing. I don't think it's the day to ask for a promotion. I think it's the day to demonstrate your skills and to really say, this is the project we've been working on for 2 months. I want to launch it. I want to present it to you guys. Here we go. And you will be, this is the day for great social acclaim, success, and being praised for your good work. On the 11th and 12th, so that's a 10 out of 10 for work again. On the 11th and 12th, the Moon, Jupiter, your rising sign, and the North Node are all in Virgo together in this kind of 6-degree stellium, S-T-E-L-L-I-U-M, stellium, a clump of planets. You feel totally at ease, and this is the second time this month when you have that sense of, oh, I can just relax and I can just sit back and I don't have to work so hard and I don't have to be crazy and make everything happen. I can relax and ease into my life and just enjoy it. Things are naturally happening. I think you're on the right path. So June is kind of a month where you can take a couple of moments, some days off, and just enjoy and be grateful for the things that are already in your life. On the 13th, Mercury goes into Gemini. Again, your friend, your neighbor Gemini there. Mercury rules Gemini. It's very happy in this placement because Gemini is perfect for Mercury. Information that has to be exchanged in your career, in your working life now. You're going to be very much on top of that. It's a great time for you to learn, to study, to educate, to expand your skills, to go on continued professional development. It's a great time to sign contracts. It's a great time to expand, build the business. It's a great time to do anything that has to do with paperwork, talking to people, networking. All of that's going to be supported and blessed by Mercury and Gemini there. On the 14th, the Moon goes into Libra, and it's at 17 degrees of this cardinal air sign Libra in your second house. So I know I've been talking about work a lot, okay? But on this day, there will be an idea that you have that you need to honor. You need to take charge of that and express that idea and put it out there in some way, because this is an idea that will enable you to create great wealth and financial success and abundance in your life. This is the day for invention, ideas, and implementing something new, the 14th of June. On the 16th, the Lyrids meteor shower that's going on at the moment hits its peak. This meteor shower occurs from the 10th until the 21st of June this year, and it's shooting stars, a lot of shooting stars, and they're going to come up and appear as light blue shooting stars. And this day, the 16th, is going to be the peak of that, and I would like you to go outside and to look at the meteor shower and to make a wish and to look at these shooting stars and dream about what you can achieve in your working life. When you put that out there, the shower is like a cleansing. It's like new ideas being put into your system, and by engaging with it, it's like sprinkling fairy dust on your working life. I know that sounds and is magical thinking, and you may be someone thinking, well, if I want a career, then I have to get a better CV and I have to educate myself. Yes, but also what you have to do is you have to dream big and allow magic into your life, and to realize that sometimes you can land a job that is beyond your wildest dreams and that you could have never even planned for. And by engaging with magical events like this meteor shower for you is about blessings in your working life. Connect with it, and you can really attain something beyond your wildest dreams. So don't just manifest the wonderful relationship, also manifest and ask for answers and guidance when it comes to your career life. On the 17th, the Moon goes into Scorpio and it connects with your Mars in your third house. There may be the tendency to be a little bit overly intense, to come across as a little bit pushy, a little bit intense, and to treat people a certain way because of your own things that you're carrying around. And this is like a step backwards. You've been progressing very well in June. You've been grateful. This is a day when the ego kind of creeps in and says, okay, let's cause some trouble here and let's try and undo all of this happy fluffiness by getting this person to say the wrong thing that they then have to feel ashamed of or make up for or make amends for. So be careful what you say on the 17th, especially when it comes to hurting other people's feelings. Okay, because people may be sensitive, or your words may be particularly cutting because of one of your past experiences. Watch out for that. On the 18th, the Virgo Pisces axis becomes very strong. There's a lot of opposition going on there. There's a lot of connection between what you're doing at the moment and what action you're putting in, and the thought behind it. Okay, so I've talked about manifestation. If you really are very positive and you speak words that are positive and you visualize positive things, your actions are going to be colored a certain way and help you create your future. But if you're stuck in negativity, and that's why it's important to be careful on the 17th, if you're in a situation where you're thinking negatively or you're saying negative things, that there's a lot of potential for that to be manifested. The veil between the spiritual truth and the physical reality is very thin, and whatever you do affects the other very strongly at the moment. So be aware of that and make sure to think positively. On the 18th as well, Venus goes into Cancer in your 11th house. You start to nurture now. You start to feel very nurturing towards your friends. You extend yourself a lot, and you stop caring about your career so much, and you really start to focus on how you can help friends in your life, and your friendships become much more important. If you're trying to achieve great change in your working life, do it before the 18th of June. The focus will be more on feelings, relationships from now on. On the 20th, the full moon occurs, and this full moon is in Sagittarius in your 4th. It's a blossoming, it's a strengthening of positive, optimistic energy when it comes to your family life. Your family is very solid and stable, but you'll see how things will progress in future and the path will be laid out. So I really get more ongoing positivity. I think great positive family relationships and a joint future. Okay, you know, we've seen each other now. Let's meet up again next year, or let's hook up in December and spend Christmas together. Plans will be made. It's a good time to plan events in future with your family, and there will be a sense of connection and unity and understanding. The Sun goes into Cancer on the 21st, so now we're entering the Cancer period, and the identity and I love this time of year because it is quick. We've got that Gemini Cancer energy in June. I love it. It's quick, it's fun, and then it's also a lot of personal care and being interested in other people's feelings. And you will feel that specifically because you're going to very much care about your friendships now. You're really going to be interested in other people and helping them out. On the 23rd and 24th of June, Mars begins to quincunx Uranus, and again, the pushiness could raise its head, especially if you're in an institutional environment and you haven't made any changes at the beginning of the month. You could feel a little bit disappointed in yourself and say, oh, you know, if I'd made changes, then I wouldn't be in this situation anymore. And then if the boss comes into your office and throws a pile of work onto your desk, you might say, I'm not doing this. I get the sense that you may rebel on the 23rd and 24th. So really go into the day being aware of what it is you value. If you have a job and it's difficult and you really value it for the income it provides you with, then put that at the forefront of your mind on the 23rd and 24th, because there is potential for you to act out and to throw your toys out of the pram and to get a little bit fed up and to say, well, I could have had a better thing. And it could be a little bit complaining and a little bit ungrateful. So the opposite of the beginning, really. And I think it's important for you to take action at the beginning of the month to make changes, because you are in such a good place. On the 25th, Mercury begins to conjunct your midheaven, and this is good. This is further ideas of what you can do in future and how you can get to a place of happiness in your career. So it may even be that you dig your heels in on the 23rd and 24th, and you do tell the boss to do one, and the boss says, hey, you don't talk to me like that, get out. And that opens up new information for you to have a career that's actually aligned with you. So sometimes really ending one relationship can be very helpful in starting a new one. If you do keep your words in check, you may have time to think about what you'd really be doing instead, and especially on the 25th, you will be completely aligned with the right information, what is good and what you should be doing. So whether you read it, whether you feel it, whether you have a reading to discover the meaning, get the information, engage with the information on the 25th about your career path. It will be very helpful. It'll give you the right info that you need to have a career that's thriving and successful. The moon is in Aries at 2 degrees on the 27th of June. Again, you will feel a very strong relationship with your inner leader, with your inner pioneer, with the person in charge. The end of the month is about you really implementing things, being pushy and being headstrong and really wanting things your way. A grand trine occurs on the 29th at the end here, and that's in your element of water. It connects your friendship sector, relationships, and communication sector. So don't undo the good work that you've done earlier in the month by again giving rise to that sense of frustratedness or a little bit of irritability. Focus on how you can help and support and how you can love people in your life. That's going to have a much better impact. And remember that manifestation veil is still very thin. The good things you put out there will have a great effect. The bad things you put out there will also have a great effect. It's about self-discipline for you this month, Virgo. And then finally, Mercury goes into Cancer at the end of the month, making it more easy for you to care about people and to speak to them with a loving, open heart. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you'll be working with. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website, gregoryscott.com. Click on the Readings tab and order your reading there. Remember to subscribe to the channel, please, please, please. And I also have started doing a weekly astrology forecast for all signs of the zodiac on Facebook. Facebook.com/Gregory Scott 444. Have a wonderful June, and I'll speak to you soon.